Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm
December
hustling,
11th,
every day I'm
Plant City,
hustling,
Florida.
every day I'm hustling.
Border Wars 13, where mortal men become winter soldiers.
Fight!
Jerome Lambert versus DeMarcus SureFire D. Terrell Fireflame Harris versus Pablo ASAP Garcia. Twin Munios versus Sir Isaac. Zeke the Freak versus Esteban. Tyler Williamson versus Joe Santoro. And our chubbyweight title fight. Eddie Bowler DeGrassa versus Big Supermex. Lineal title fight. Showkid versus Canadian Jose. And our main event for the light heavyweight title. Marvin the Tank Furman versus Elias the Lion Lioness. Best of luck to all brave winter soldiers. Now it is time to get in the ring and swing. If you wish to participate or attend this event, contact Nest GTO on Instagram for details.
Thaboxingvoice.com.
Finish him!
This message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of our Border Wars series where we're heading out to Plant City, Florida for Winter Soldiers. But today we have an unguarded episode with our very own, for SureFire DeMarcus, hailing from Dallas. DeMarcus, what's going on, brother? Thank you, obviously, for making the time for this. I know we've been trying to get this one in the books for some time now, but here we are.
Yo, what's up, man?
Chilling. How are you?
I'm good, bro. Good, man.
So I feel like, based off what I've been seeing, you might be a little angry. You might have a chip on your shoulder. What's going on?
No, I'm not angry, man. I just, you know what I'm saying? I did feel the type of way because when you were posting all the fights from all the border wars, you doubled back and posted mine twice and you posted mine again on the Facebook page, and I didn't understand why you did that, so I felt the kind of way about it. But this is really no biggie to me.
Yeah, I seen your post and I read it, and I noticed that you took offense to it. Me, I was just having my editor pull out all the fights that were recorded in one long video, so that if someone wanted to go see Sean versus DeMarcus, they just got to type in Sean versus DeMarcus. It was nothing personal. Everybody's fight got reposted from whatever season.
It wasn't the Sean versus DeMarcus. It was the Alexis fight. You know what I'm saying? He posted that one again on Facebook. I didn't see any other ones get posted on Facebook.
We individualized the entire card. Like Marvin's is posted. Everyone's fight got individually posted, so it's easier to catalog, easier to find. Because when matchmaking, if I want to get you a fight, I got to send you a link, win or lose.
All right.
But all in all, we did hear that you, we heard and saw that you've been getting some sparring or have gotten sparring with Marvin the Tank. And, as much as I wanted to believe that you looked tired, he assured us that was the final rounds and that you got the best of him. And I don't know. What could you tell us about that session?
Man, it was just work, man. To be honest, I don't really want to talk too much about it, man. It was work, man. You know what I'm saying? I got in there, I worked on what I need to work on. He worked on what he was working on. And really, that's it, man.
So what do you think about Jerome Lambert, man? Have you went back and watched any of his fights on Border Wars or any of his fights? Because he fights everywhere. Street beefs, he's an amateur, Border Wars, and he's even done something called maybe Pound for Pound. What do you think of Jerome Lambert?
He's a good fighter, man. I have had time to look at his fights. And, anybody with that many fights, is a good fighter. So, that's what I feel about him. I don't feel like he's nothing special. I don't feel like he's amazing, but I do feel like he's a good fighter.
Now, obviously, a win over him is going to put you at the top of the 168-pound division. Is that kind of what you're looking for, or are you just taking the fight as a fight? You're not worried about rankings and positioning until it's done?
Well, that's exactly why I took the fight. You know what I'm saying? I want to be the top, and I want to be known as the top. So, just like the old cliche say, to be the best, you got to beat the best. And as far as the landscape going 168, he looking like the best. Even though he just started, just his amateur experience, you know what I'm saying? His experience is what make him chip above the rest. So, that's the reason I took the fight. You know what I'm saying? That among other reasons.
For sure. So what part of Dallas you from, man? Everybody listening live is like, yo, is that Earl? He sound like Earl. Oh, shit, he sound like Earl. What part of Dallas?
I'm from Oak Cliff, man. I'm from, Oak Cliff, Singing Hills, Highland Hills, And I lived a little bit everywhere in Dallas, but that's where I'm originally from.
And I know that when you first started Border Wars, you had some amateur fights. I don't remember how many, and I don't know, did you get any since then, or have you just been solely working out? But has your amateur record improved or changed, or have you just been in the gym?
No, I haven't had any more amateur fights, because right after that, the Border War 7, that's when the Corona went real live, and all the gyms shut down, and the tournaments slowed down, and you know what I'm saying, and then I kind of blew up in weight. So yeah, I hadn't had any fights since then, amateur fights, so really any fights, just been working out. So the only fights I done had was, the Alexis fight.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of blowing up in weight, obviously, you did have one Border Wars where you missed weight and you weren't able to fight. So that's kind of going to always be the question that we have for you until the consistency in making weight shows up. So how are you looking for this camp in terms of weight? Do you think you'll be on target?
Yeah, I can tell you I'm doing way better than I was in the Alexis fight. So I'm pretty sure that I will make weight, you know what I'm saying? And I'm on target. So yeah.
All right. So when you look at Jerome, do you feel like you've seen that style before in the gym, in a tournament, or does he look new to you?
Like I said, man, he looked like a fighter. You know what I'm saying? He don't look like, to me, he don't look like he got any special skills. Just like Floyd Mayweather say, he looks straight up and down, no special effect. You know what I'm saying? He looks strong. You know what I'm saying? But he don't look like I say. I see some really skilled fighters in the gym, man, and he don't look like one of those guys to me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So,
is there anything that you do see that you think he does well that is not a concern, but something like, I gotta watch out for that jab or maybe the left hook, anything like that, or no?
To me, I think he throws a lot of punches. You know what I'm saying? So my main focus will be, to fight my pace and make him fight my pace. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So That's what I see. I think that's one of his strengths. You know, his value. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, it's really nothing I haven't seen. I done seen a lot of styles in the gym. So, you know, I'm ready, man. I believe I can beat him. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I took the fight.
For sure, man. I was excited, man. You calling him out. You know, no one was lining up to fight him. And I think you even said that. You was like, no one's going to fight Jerome, so that's who I want to fight. And since you said it, I want to just get your, you know, thoughts on it. I want you to elaborate a little bit more. I mean, it's self-explanatory. You're saying no one wants to fight him, but I don't know. What made you say that? What did you see?
Well, like I said, man, the first time I actually saw him was the last Border Wars. I watched it live. You know what I mean? And like I said, I really wasn't even. I was really everything that happened with Oscar when he got on Oscar Williams. He got on and he called out amateur fighters. He called out Texas fighters. I felt like he was talking to me. So I responded, you know what I'm saying? And I really wanted to fight him, you know what I mean? But he ended up not fighting. So, you know what I'm saying? The only other amateur, like, with that much experience or with more experience actually was Jerome. And another thing that made me want to fight Jerome is, what's the other guy name that was supposed to fight him?
Esteban.
Guillermo or something?
Oh,
Esteban?
yeah, Esteban was supposed to fight him. And he pulled out.
Okay, what happened with that fight? Why he pulled out?
You know, he felt he wasn't ready for Jerome.
So, and to my understanding, he got 7 fights, right?
Yeah, he do. 4-3. 4 wins, 3 losses.
And then also, to my understanding, didn't people pay for him to come out there?
Yes, they did.
To fight Jerome?
Mm-hmm.
So that, you know, that really made me mad. You know what I'm saying? Because when I heard that he needed some money, I was going to go in my pocket and I was going to send some money. But I told myself I'm going to wait and see, you know, if the community come up with it. And then if not, then I'll send some money. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying? To me, that kind of hit a string because if I would have sent some money and you didn't fight the person that we want you to go out there to fight, you know what I'm saying? So that made me mad. Then Austin stepped up. Austin really had more nuts than him because Austin don't have no fights. And he fought a guy with 30 amateur fights. And he did good. For somebody with no amateur experience, he did good. You know what I'm saying? So that you know, I said, you know what, I'm gonna step up and I'm gonna fight him then. You know what I'm saying? Me with my 6 fights, I'll fight him. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And
so you only got 6 fights.
I got 6 amateur fights, yeah.
Damn,
but I've been training for a minute, man.
Yeah.
I should have had a lot more fights. I should have been a lot more busy in the time I've been training.
You look like you have more than 6 fights for sure. You have a very good left hook.
Yeah.
I got some questions from the community. We got Show Kid that says, what have you added to your game since your last fight? And good luck, champ.
Man, I've been adding so much to my game, man. I just been doing a lot of film study. I study all the greats, you know what I'm saying? I study all the champions. You know, I want to know what makes them, sets them apart from the rest. You know what I mean? And I just been adding, learning every day. I'm still a student of the game. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning every day, and I you know, I relish that. I like to learn. I like the challenge, you know, that Jerome presents. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to lose again. So I'm coming in here to win. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, I've been adding a lot to my repertoire.
Talk to me about that loss, man. How did you take it, and how has it been sitting with you?
Well, I mean, for one, out of all my fights, I lost fights before. All my fights that I lost were split decision losses. You know what I'm saying? And the amateurs. Really, to me, that was the worst performance I ever put on. That's why I got so mad when you posted it again, because I hate looking at it. You know what I'm saying? I can't even get through the whole fight, to be honest. When I look at it, I can't get through the whole fight. It make my stomach turn. You know what I'm saying? So that's really the fight I wanted again. Like I told you, I was dehydrated in that fight, not to make excuses, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I wanted the rematch so I can, you know what I'm saying, prove that, you know, that's not how I perform. But you know what I'm saying? The only way to erase something like that to me is to get a bigger win.
Yeah.
So Jerome is a bigger challenge, and I want to go for him.
Yeah, Guillermo wanted to fight this time around, but financially it just wasn't in the cards. Hopefully we could get him back, and that rematch will present itself for you. But if you get the win with Jerome, and that rematch won't make sense until down the line, because you would be eligible for a title shot if you beat Jerome. So you might as well just go try to be the champ of that division. We got another question here from Ruin the 504 that says, how hard is it to stay in shape between fights?
You know what? It's really difficult, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? For somebody like me, I'm a father, a husband, I work a full-time job. You know what I mean? So, it's when you got people on the pro level, they miss weight, they come in and miss weight. You know what? And they getting paid for it, which is is twice as hard for somebody who's not getting paid for it. You know what I'm saying? Just stay motivated, stay out the kitchen. You know what I mean? Stay working. You know what I mean? So. It's difficult, man. So you do have to have a level of discipline. So yeah, that's how I feel about that question.
Eddie Bola de Garraza from Vegas says, welcome back, champ. After this fight, you want to fight for the TBV title?
Of course. You know what I mean? After this fight, I feel like I'm taking the toughest challenge right now. So should I win this fight, I feel like I get the title, no problem. Well, the only other tough challenge that I feel is out there, not to disregard anybody, but Mitty is also a very formidable opponent, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like his skill set is better than Jerome. So, but yeah, for sure though, you know what I mean? Other than that, the amateurs, the pros, once I take off this chip, I feel like I'll be the best at the division.
We got Info Joe that says, what keeps you inspired to keep fighting in border wars? Is the love of the sport? Is it the love of the sport or the sports family? He got me lost with that. What keeps you inspired to keep fighting in border wars? Is it the love of sports, family, etc.? I guess he meant to put a comma. So is it like the love of sport and love for your family? I don't know. Would you can answer the best you can.
Well, keep me inspired, man. I do love the sport, man. I do love boxing, man. Like I said, I'm a student of the sport too, man. I love to learn the sport. I love to get better. You know what I'm saying? I love when I see myself improve, and I love watching my sparring. And that's why I said I couldn't even watch the Alexis fight. I can't even get through it. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like I let myself down. I let my family down too. I let my wife down. You know what I'm saying? She's in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? If I lose, I don't mind losing. But the way I lost, you know what I'm saying? I just don't feel like that's me. I don't feel like that represent me. So yeah, what keep me? So just my hunger for the sport keep me coming back. Now I want a bigger challenge to prove that that wasn't nothing. That wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? But I also learned from other greats. Like I watched Manny Pacquiao. He done lost so many times and came back. So other fighters done the same thing. So you know what I mean? I just got to keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep going forward. I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't let it hold me back. No loss gonna hold me back. I'm gonna keep going forward.
For sure, man. I want to get your predictions on a couple of fights. Obviously, we got Marvin, fellow Texas native. He's taking on Elias the Lion Lioness. They'll be fighting at 175. Who you got in that fight?
Only thing I can say on that fight is that because both of those fighters are good. You know what I'm saying? Marvin is coming up, getting he didn't improved a lot since he started, and we already know Elias is an amateur. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's a 50-50 fight, to be honest.
We got Eddie Bola de Grasa, who's going to be taking on Big Supermax.
To be honest, I haven't watched enough of those fighters to really know who will come out on top.
Jerome Lambert versus this guy, DeMarcus for SureFire D.
I believe I'm going to win that fight.
All right. We got Terrell Fireflame Harris versus Pablo ASAP Garcia.
I'm going to go with Terrell.
All right.
Terrell Fireflame.
We got Twin from Orlando who's taking on Rolling with the Punches.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Twin for that one.
All right. And then we got Zeke the Freak versus your friend Esteban.
You know what? I like Zeke. You know what I'm saying? I like his energy in his fight. You know what I'm saying? I really don't approve of Esteban, so I'm going to go with Zeke.
Well, all right, champ. Those are all the predictions right now for all the official fights. And those are all the questions. I do want to thank you. I'm sorry that this took so long to hammer it down, but I'm glad we got it out the way. And can't wait to see you down in Florida, brother. Appreciate you. Any final thoughts?
Sir.
Anything you want to say? Any messages you want to send to Jerome?
Nah, I'm gonna do all my talking in the ring for real. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So we come December 11 is going down. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go, champ. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. DeMarcus for SureFire D, all the way in Dallas. He is going to be taking on Jerome Lambert, one of the most experienced fighters here in Border Wars. So tune in December 11th, Plant City, Florida. You could also watch it live right here on youtube.com/Thaboxingvoice. DeMarcus, till the next one. Ladies and gents, we're out.
What's up?